Hey guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there. It is never a dull and boring moment in crypto, finance, or the stock market. That is why I love doing daily market updates. Now today, we're going to go over Paul Atkins. He was missing from the SEC roundtable, which is interesting. I don't know why. We're going to go over the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit, what the 60-day pause actually means for the coin's future, which again, I'm still friggin' bullish as anything. VanEck is ready to launch a very interesting investment product. We're going to get into that. Family offices preference Ethereum ETFs. I don't know why. I'm not a big fan of Ethereum. Spot Bitcoin ETFs see massive amount of capital leaving. I'm going to go over my 3 commerce trading bots on Gate.io. I did share them up in the community tab and in the Patreon. So go have a look at that, check it out. And of course, if you haven't gone to get a copy of Money Never Sleeps, my dividend investing book, go get a copy of this, all right? It's very different to crypto. This is all based on passive income, making money while you sleep from your investments and never having to sell them, all right? So you've got this for life. So this is going to bring a lot of value to you. Go get a copy of it, all right? Anyway, let's get into the video. It's not going to be a long one. Massive shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you are new, smash the subscribe button down there. Turn on that little bell notification because as you can see on my channel, I absolutely love documenting my journey with investing with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom. And of course, my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. So come along this incredible journey. Things are getting mad in this space. Also, if you can give this video a thumbs up, watch it straight through, would really help me push this channel out to a lot more people because the YouTube algorithm is absolute magic when you find, ladies and gentlemen, do that, all right? So make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, a little disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence with this stuff, all right? I don't want to see anyone get financially hurt. All right, formalities are out of the way. I'm going to flip my phone around because I'm just in a rush at the moment because it's Easter weekend. There's going to be a lot of chocolate consumed and probably going to have to smash the gym and a few saunas to get those calories off. But anyway, stick around, guys. I'm going to turn the camera around, all right? All right, guys, as you can see right here, community tab, pretty cool stuff in here. I post up all the time. Here are the links to the 3 commerce bots on the spot market. Now, I've set all these up because I'm just going to set and forget these, all right? That's literally what you do with these. It's pretty cool. I'm using Gate.io because you can trade with both leverage, spot market. It's a freaking cool exchange with no restrictions in terms of leverage trading or anything like that. So that's the reason why I use Gate.io. It's freaking awesome. It's like the old OKX. And there's all the cryptocurrencies I'm trading at the moment with Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, Sui, Hedera, Chainlink, Litecoin, DOT, Aptos, Say, XAUT, because gold is going freaking crazy at the moment. So there you go. And one meme coin. I'm not going to even say because it's just ridiculous. But anyway, that's up like 183% in the last 30 days. Go look it up. Now, the OKX bots, again, I've got these running. I've set up one on XRP and Solana now. Those two I'm just going to leave running, not going to touch them. And there is a withdraw profit button on OKX, so you can take out your money and do what you want with it. So you just set and forget these. Again, there you go. I've got 481 USDT in XRP and Solana and 650 USDT trading in XRP. That is bullish. Fed Jerome Powell says that crypto is becoming more mainstream and legal framework for stablecoins is a good idea. Stablecoins are booming right now. And the main thing we're going to talk about today, again, is this 60-day pause, which is very interesting. So let's get into that in a moment. Again, we've got a total market cap today of $2.66 trillion, $75 billion in volume. So it is very low. This needs to get back up to like 180, 200 billion. Again, for that, incredible stuff that we saw earlier in the year, like January, again, when this was up just above 3 trillion. So it is quite low at the moment. We're sitting at 30 on the Ethereum Greed Index, and we're still a Bitcoin season on the altcoin season index. Having a look at crypto ETF net flow. Interesting one here. Where do we go down here, guys? Sorry about this. Let's have a look. Okay, so Bitcoin dominant sitting at 63, Ethereum at 7.2. I mean, look, there's been a significant amount of outflows, as you can see right here. Look at this. Bitcoin's had negative 171 million, and Ethereum's $12 million in the negative. So total is $183.2 million. So $183,200,000. So that's a lot of money. There you go, right there. It's in red. So it's interesting to see what's happening in the crypto markets at the moment. It's very flat. And again, that's because of all the tariff stuff going on in the world at the moment. Having a look at the prices, Bitcoin's currently trading at 84,000
Sorry, 84,356. Ethereum's at 1,500. We've got XRP $2.09, still incredibly undervalued. Solana's at $133. Tron 24 cents. Doge 15 cents. Cardano 61 cents. Link $12. XLM 23 cents. Sui and Hedera $2 for Sui, 15 cents for Hedera. So some pretty bullish coins right there. Now, again, moving on, let's get to this. Yes, money never sleeps. Here is the site. This will be the best $40 you've ever spent. This took me days to write this. Go get it. It'll change your life and obviously your perspective on cash flow and dividend investing, all right? So dividends don't stop with the stocks that you buy. I mean, obviously, if you're investing in proper stocks, guys, you'll never have to sell them. They'll just provide cash flow for the rest of your life. You don't believe me? Read the book, all right? Read it. I'm not bullshitting you in this, all right? Now, moving on, here are the DCA bots that I've got set up in 3 commas. The links are below for this as well. As you can see right here, they are trading for me, and they are making profit. Small profits, very, very small profits, because I only started them today, and I'm just going to set and forget them. That's what you do with these, so it's pretty straightforward. Now, again, you can see on gate.io, there are currently 26 trades open at the moment. Here they all are. So buy and sell, buy and sell. So it does it for you automatically. And we don't have the time to sit in front of charts all day and day trade. I mean, you can do that. There's nothing wrong with that. Anyway, moving on. We've got Paul Atkins. I've got so many freaking pop-ups. It's nuts. He was missing from the SEC's next roundtable, which is, and you can hear the deals going off in the background. Paul Atkins still not listed on the SEC's April 25th crypto custody meeting agenda. Meanwhile, acting chair Mark UTA, is that how you say his name? Leads SEC crypto roundtable instead of Atkins. Big players names like Kraken, Anchorage Digital, Exodus, and Fidelity to discuss safe crypto storage with the SEC. And he's not on the list, so I'm not sure what he's doing at the moment. I wonder where he is. Just have a sip of that Red Bull. Anyway, let's get on to the main news. Ripple versus SEC. Again, the 60-day pause, what it means. And again, XRP, Ripple, and the SEC are hitting a pause button right here in the legal saga that's lasted longer than most crypto bull runs. That's the truth. Both sides have agreed to a truce, with the SEC now on clock to deliver a key report within 60 days. While courtroom tensions ease, XRP gaining momentum, surging 13% this week as Ripple expands its institutional strategy, fueling speculation about the potential partnerships with major US banks. We know that there are over 300 banks already using XRP. And again, Ripple and the SEC, as you can see right here, have agreed to pause the cross-appeal proceedings, granting the additional 60 days to finalize long-awaited settlement. While progress has been steady, one critical factor remains: the settlement requires approval from Paul Atkins, the SEC chair appointed by President Donald Trump. And I'm sure that'll come through. And as you can see right here, the parties jointly moved to hold this appeal in abeyance right here, with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission directed to file status report within 60 days of this order. It's hereby granted right now. So that is from the clerk of the court. Very, very interesting right here. The road ahead, legal proceedings, basically, while they're on hold at the moment. Investors now focused on Ripple's aggressive expansion strategy in the market and the price outlook. I honestly believe this will absolutely surge once we get some sort of an announcement from, again, Brad Garlinghouse again, and of course the SEC from Paul Atkins, which again is very, very exciting. VanEck to launch Node, a new ETF on crypto investments. I like this. This is pretty cool. Look at this. So, upcoming May 14th, VanEck will launch its new ETF based on crypto investments. The VanEck On-Chain Economy ETF, Node. Sharing the news, Matthew Siegel, head of digital asset research at VanEck, who emphasized the ETF will include, look at this, crypto exchanges, Bitcoin miners, data centers, in addition to other types of stocks. I reckon that's friggin' awesome. That's really cool. And you've got consumer, gaming, and asset managers, balance sheet holders, up to 25% in crypto exchange traded products managed by yours truly. And of course, 69 basis points. So there you go. It's pretty cool. We have family offices preferring Ethereum ETFs over Bitcoin. Despite all the relative tilt toward Ethereum among family offices, the total allocation remains a small portion of overall institutional activity. They prefer Ethereum ETFs. I don't know why. I really don't. It's weird. Family offices, just weird. There's a lot of them out there at the moment in the world. Go look them up. I think you need about $5 to $10 million to have a family office. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. We've seen 169 million exit, which has gone up to like 170, I believe it was. I just checked before. And of course, the US spot Bitcoin ETF saw $169 million in net outflow on Wednesday, breaking a 2-day run of inflows. Spot Ether Ethereum ETFs extended their outflow streak to the 7th consecutive day. So Ethereum's not doing too well, which is crazy. And as you can see, Fidelity saw $113 million exit the fund. ARK and 21 shares, ARK B, also reported outflows of $113 million as well. That is not good. That is not good. And we also have BlackRock's IBIT, the largest Bitcoin ETF by net assets, experienced $30.6 million in net inflows, which is interesting. Coming over to X, thank you to those 8,852 people. You guys freaking rock. Gonna have a listen to Patrick Bet-Davis again. Have a listen to this, guys.
Here's why. Let's just say XRP decides to all of a sudden they replace Swift. Let's say that happens. If XRP replaces Swift and FedNow, you know what happens? Let me give you some numbers here. XRP's ledger processes transactions in 3 to 5 seconds at nearly no cost, making it significantly faster and cheaper than Swift. So Swift processes $5 trillion daily, or 1.25 quadrillion annually. If you didn't know what that was, quadrillion annually, Swift. If XRP captures 5 to 10% of volume, let's just say 10% of volume, $125 trillion annually. The demand for XRP, by the way, could be any of these other technologies we're talking about. Analysts estimate that a $10 trillion market cap could push XRP's price to $100 per token, with full replacement potentially driving it up to $1,000 there. For someone that doesn't want...
There you go. Peter Skiff. Thank you, Crypto Rover, for this one as well. Keep dreaming. Bitcoin is never going to hit $1 million. Like inverse Kramer. Pretty much the same thing. Bitcoin is basically following gold. Very, very similar right here. Okay, so it is digital gold. So again, massive rally coming this year. The hash rate for Bitcoin is going crazy as well. It's at a new all-time high. Gold is going nuts as well. Let's have a look here as well. Stable coins, again, outpaced Visa in volume. There you go. The world is changing. Stagflation summarized in 2 pictures right here. I agree. Definitely everything's going to commodities like gold, silver, copper, all of that. So that's going crazy. Let's have a listen to this and end up on Fed Jerome Powell. Listen to this.
Framework for stable coins, which would have been a nice place to start. We were not successful. I think that the climate is changing and you're moving into sort of more mainstreaming of that whole sector. So Congress is again looking at, both the Senate and the House are looking at a framework, a legal framework for stable coins. You know, depending on what's in it, that's a good idea. We need that. There isn't one now. And stable coins are a digital product that could actually have fairly wide appeal and should contain consumer protections of the typical sorts and transparency. And that's what the Senate and the House are working on. So that's a positive thing. You know, we took a pretty conservative, and other bank regulators took an even more conservative perspective on the guidance and rules we imposed on banks. I think there'll be some loosening of that, and I think we'll try to do it in a way that preserves safety and soundness, but that, you know, permits and fosters appropriate innovation.
That's interesting. He's done a full 160 on this, 180 on this. It's unbelievable. Now we've got Bitcoin ETFs have eked out a positive inflows the past month. Again, that's pretty incredible to see that. Impressive IMO helps explain why Bitcoin's price has been relatively stable. So there you go. It has been quite stable. And I'm not going to play this interview, but Gary Gensler, he's turned bullish on AI. Oh, God. Anyway, that's it, guys. I'm out. Hope you all stay safe. Go join Earn Curve Invest as well, guys. I forgot to mention that. Again, the waitlist is currently sitting at 610 at the moment. So thank you very much to all of you that have joined. First name, last name, email, and phone number. And if you wish to donate to this, please feel free to do that. It would mean a lot to me. Those of you that have, thank you so much. All of those funds are still there because I'm working on the AusTrack registration at the moment. That is pending. So go join up, all right? Thank you very much, guys. Have a good Easter. I'll speak to everyone on the YouTube shorts over the weekend. Peace, guys. Bye.